A sensitive anniversary in a troubled corner of China. The streets of Kashgar, decorated with bunting as well as posters trumpeting the Communist Party's achievements. But outside the city, little sign of celebration. People we met in this village were all ethnic Muslim Uyghurs, some old enough to remember when the People's Liberation Army marched in.
When I first saw the Han PLA soldiers, I was so young. I was so scared. I cried.
But she says her life is far better now.
We have enough to eat and enough clothes. Life was really hard before.
Talking to foreign journalists carries risks, and so none wanted to give their names. This man complains of discrimination by Han Chinese.
My boss was Han, but he stopped hiring people after those attacks carried out by us Uyghurs.
The government insists that Uyghurs and Han Chinese are treated equally, but rules ban Uyghur men under 60 from growing long beards and women from wearing veils that cover the face, a policy the government defended on the eve of this anniversary.
Wearing face veils and gowns is not a tradition of Uyghur people or other Muslims. It is the costume of extremism.
60 years on, Uyghurs have little to celebrate, say their exiled leaders.
It represents occupation, colonization, repression. They will be forced to participate in festivities that celebrate China's National Day. They have no choice.
Xinjiang is a difficult place for journalists to operate. We were detained several times and warned not to talk to anyone. The police roadblocks reflect the official nervousness. It follows a series of attacks in the region, including one a week ago. The government blames groups that want an independent Uyghur homeland. China's government appears to have a twin strategy for this region: continue the campaign against those groups it blames for much of the recent violence, while at the same time promoting this area as the bridgehead for a new Silk Road, reviving the fabled trade routes linking China with Central Asia and Europe. This region is very strategic, the size of Western Europe, but with a population of just 11 million and bordering 8 countries. The government denies repressing Uyghur culture. 60 years ago, Uyghurs made up 90% of Xinjiang's population. Today, it is less than half that. Some Uyghurs worry that the Silk Road project will lead to even more Han Chinese settlers and so altering the balance still further. Adrian Brown, Al Jazeera, Kashgar.